Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. I hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have some new reveals about the Mandalorian, the Mandalverse as a whole here, with the character of Kosha Reeves, what her actress recently said about returning to a galaxy far, far away, Mercedes Moan. Of course, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop right on into it, breaking it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from CBR.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. As I had mentioned, this is to a greater implication of what we're anticipating with the greater, grander Mandoverse as a whole. Not just the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, but I think there's a big emphasis on that, but not just the Mandalorian Season 4. I also think there's a big emphasis on that, given this idea of that the character Kosha Reeves, played by Sasha Banks or Mercedes Moan, is, well, a Mandalorian. Anyway, their article reads, pro wrestler Mercedes Moan made her Star Wars debut with her role as Kosha Reeves in the second and third seasons of The Mandalorian. Let's not forget, she was in the third season as well. At the time of filming, Moan was performing for WWE under the ring name Sasha Banks, of course, and she now says that she's had to fight some pushbacks from the company, WWE, over her Mandalorian role, just trying to find the time to get back into that role and, you know, get back into a galaxy far, far away. So Mercedes Moan, who now can be seen on AEW programming, had recently taken the comment on her part in The Mandalorian as a whole, the overall project, during a recent new interview with WFan per Fightful, referring to WWE as this other company. Moan said that trying to get the time off from them to film her role was comparable to pulling teeth, and that she was very frustrated with that process. She said that it's quite the opposite of the deal that she's had in place with AEW, where she has this ability to take time off, and that when she lands another acting gig, kind of, they're very respectable of that and very supporting of that. AEW boss Tony Kane had also even offered the use of the company's private jets when, talking about that, which is honestly pretty funny. She says, in quotes, oh yes, she said if WWE had those restrictions in her contract. That's definitely a big reason why I came to AEW. Even doing The Mandalorian was pulling teeth with the WWE to even try and get the time off to film that show. Tony Kane says, whatever I need, if I need the private jet to go from, filming in LA to, coming for a show, it's available for me. Ending that quote right there. And so, even though that process was difficult and hard to do with, the first, her first two appearances in The Mandalorian with the second and third season more recently, it seems that she also has now taken to agree that working for this newer company, AEW, in the pro wrestling kind of spectrum of things, I don't really know a lot about it, to be honest with you guys. It's much more easier to get that time off to go and work on other acting gigs, as she had mentioned. They're very supportive of that, essentially. And so it would make her easier to go out, and work on The Mandalorian Season 4, if and when that project happens. And same thing for The Mandalorian and Grogu movie as well, and any other given project within a galaxy far, far away. Of course, Mercedes Moan is best known for her pro wrestling career, and she still has quite a limited experience as an actor. Aside from The Mandalorian, she's appeared in the 2023 film The Collective with Lucas Till, Ruby Rose, and Tyrese Gibson. This had marked her feature film debut, but it may not be the last movie to feature Moan as well. She previously has expressed her desire to return as Kosha Reeves in the Star Wars movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu movie as well. And now that a Mandalorian-based movie is officially in the works, Mercedes Moan could very well end up seeing her dream come true, as chances are very many characters from the TV series would also appear in that film, especially from the Mandalorian show, not from other shows like Ahsoka or even the Book of Boba Fett, although I'd love to see Boba Fett appear in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. That's another discussion for another time though. So this year all being said, what did she have to say here about wanting to return to the big screen, not just, on the silver screen with the Mandalorian show, season 4 of the show, presumably, but also for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? Besides freaking Star Wars, I would love to be in a movie, Moan had said about her feature film aspirations per TVinsider.com. She continues by saying, I would love to put Kosha Reeves in a Mandalorian movie. That would be quite incredible. I would love to be in any type of series like Fast and Furious, anything my brother would like. He likes action movies, any that quote right there. So, looking at it from a broader aspect, I think, or a much more broader viewpoint here, this isn't by any means a direct confirmation that she would be appearing in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Even then, I just think it's a bit too early to really tell anything with that. She doesn't give us anything cryptic or any teases necessarily with that. Just kind of says, yeah, I would love to be in that project in the Mandalorian movie. I think what's more important, though, however, is that she also has kind of not just those aspirations, but kind of has those kind of tidbits in a way that she would also want to return back for the Mandalorian, just season 4 like of the show there as well. That's been quite a common debate, it feels like, within the Star Wars community. Like, is it still happening, is it not happening? And honestly with you guys, it's just difficult to tell. It's hard to tell at this point, because the Mandalorian season 4 was supposed to go up earlier this year around February or March and start filming in production, but it just hasn't, and we don't really know why. And it's kind of weird because nobody's necessarily discussing it, I think, really all that much either. It's something else I would like to discuss in a separate future video here on the channel, gather some more details for you guys and some more insight on that, like what's going on with the season 4 of the show. Other people are speculating and saying that, oh, it's been replaced by the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, and that is technically supposed to act as the season 4 of the show for the time being. Like, whatever story they were going to tell in the 4th season, they're now telling that same story in the movie itself. I think that's honestly a likely outcome, or a likely possibility, really, but I don't think that necessarily completely overshadows with what the Mandalorian season 4 is and going to offer as well. Like, I still think it's going to be a thing. Essentially, from what I'm able to tell, is that the Mandalorian and Grogu movie has kind of just taken priority over the Mandalorian season 4, and that they'll work on the 4th installment of the show after they're done with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Even then, hearing, you know, even if she's more of a minor character, Kosha Reeves doesn't play that much more of a significant role, it's still cool to have her around. I think she's a pretty badass character, and to see her, you know, come to the big screen and kind of just that love that she has for the character, you know, Kosha Reeves, her actor, Mercedes Moon, and also just that love she has for the character, playing the character, and that love and aspiration for being in this franchise is really quite remarkable, of course. Like, she truly cares. Anyway, guys, this here all being said, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.